With the water?
Coconut water, good for your daughter. Imagine daughter give us this. I know they say coconut water is good for your daughter.
Okay.
And daughter give it to her mother. Cheers, daughter.
Yes,
delicious
daughter.
Coconut
Delicious,
water.
delicious.
Just what the doctor recommended.
That's what the daughter
Coconut
recommends.
water made with love.
Hold on there a little bit, thank you.
This coconut water made with love, you know.
Of course, of course.
Cheers to your daughter. Not only did daughter give us coconut water, but we got piping hot pulori. Right now it might be a little bit cold.
No fault of hers.
No fault of hers. But we came home and we had some visitors, so we couldn't partake of it.
But that didn't stop me. I know you're hungry, you know. But you have to say
Hungry?
grace.
Oh, what?
You have to say grace, Louise Baptiste.
Sorry, darling, sorry.
Okay. Say grace quietly then. Good like sound, you gotta bow your head, you know. Bow your head.
Daughter, I'm sure your recipe for that for pulori, whatever your recipe is,
That's not
it's
something
on spot, but I know there are
Hold on, I come in.
fulls of love in this pulori.
Whoa.
Delicious. You know something, Nancy?
Yeah.
I had to throw some of the sauce away.
I'm sorry.
Oh yes, Halloween.
Good man.
Boy,
Well, eating a cosmopolitan meal there, boy.
I tell
Creole
you,
food and a fusion with some pulori on the side.
and
Boss.
sweet bread too, but we know the sweet bread must if remain in the car, Sana.
Sana.
I took on everything.
Bring a chair now.
No, man, I
I'll sit by the table here in the meanwhile.
No, but you have a stool there.
Alright.
And let me fix up one. There's only one one.
put the wash.
Put the wash.
The food here?
Sana, that's your food there.
Where?
In the arm. Oh, so that's your sweet bread there. Everything in there is yours.
Alright.
Let me get a mat for you.
No, guys, hear what? Let me sit on by the table in the meanwhile. Right?
You want to eat with us?
Yeah, I eat it all here. But let me sit down here and support myself in the meanwhile.
And you're coming here first, yeah?
Yeah, man.
Alright.
You see you're running already?
Long time.
Oh gosh, you're sicking. Guys.
Okay, there.
Put it there for him, Louis.
Where?
Right there.
You're going to answer a more natural video here, boy.
Well, home life is natural thing, eh, boy?
I say so.
Home life is real.
Mommy, you could shift from when I move here.
Well, daughter give you a special bowl of pulori. Sana, inside the
Excuse me, darling. Watch your hands, eh?
Daughter must be figured out 50-50 that she see that.
I don't also on that. If I pass that 50-50 there. So daughter times to put in my things separate.
No, but the pulori is daddy own. She
No,
said
no.
like this for daddy.
Yeah.
So Sana is you and I 50-50. But I know I can't outsmart you.
Well, nah, at
So
all.
daughter don't realize
I
that
counting.
So
Balance.
this pull over here.
this is for Sana and I.
Right.
And she put yours. Give me that.
So I can get one or two from there either?
Yeah, sure. But she want to
Daddy,
be sure.
guys, way, mommy go outsmart you.
Yeah, boy.
Guys, you better eat your things straight from your country now.
Alright, darling.
Yeah,
Leave
because
Get a little bit
see-
down, let me move this around.
No man, Sana, like that.
No, I want him to be focusing also. Let's not try for and he will come to the edge. Yeah. Alright.
So Sana, 50-50, yeah?
Mommy, you go get more than 50%. See, don't hear that. You go get more than 50%.
I will see to that. Or
I will make sure that you get more than 50%.
you will make sure that?
Yeah, because I ain't going 50% of that. That's a lot of calorie. So you're safe. You're safe. Hey, look at what number looking like if I don't come out of a bar boy.
And lovely shirt, you
Well,
know.
the secret's already out.
Marcel, you recognize the shirt?
But Sarah, you could say grace now for yourself.
Yeah, man, alright. Nice. Ah, yes, boy.
Yes, sauce. It melted in your mouth.
Daughter?
Daughter, real good boy. He could move, you know. So that's the Indian side of daughter. Let me see the Creole side now.
Dinesh, you asked me last time what's my favorite food. And today I get macaroni pie and callaloo. And I hit the nail on the head last night.
Daughter, you're a good girl. Cheesy macaroni pie.
Your daughter, the first time we met you, they say you want no publicity. But your kindness and your family's kindness is so overwhelming that we can't help it.
It's true.
We're not calling your real name, but we calling your home name.
I know that plenty daughters are wrong, right?
This is a Polaroid, right?
Look so.
Wait. This is your share?
But it's okay. I did have some of yours, you know.
Yeah.
And your daughter like for lunch, you know. Yeah, girls just look out for you, you know, boy, Lancy. They'll be watching to make sure 50-50. And a lot of time they realize that it's be yes, get a little less.
Did you see the old man?
They see the also
He ain't seen it. But he know, eh?
You know, but he's so decent. He's so decent. You can say the next one is for you, right?
So Louise, I wanted to recap a little bit about our day, right? So far. This morning, we woke up with the intention of we're going to pay property tax. Right?
I say, boy, you see, Lancy, let me tell you something. I ain't waiting, I ain't playing that to wait till I come back from vacation and then the deadline is September. Next thing you hear, spend the money and then to face the music plus the lines. I say, nah, boy, you're going to do that today for sure.
Good. So then you had your companion, Lasana. We went down into Tunapuna. What was it like when you went in there, up in the, what we used to consider a long time the warden office?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you something, right?
It's what, district revenue office now, right?
Yeah, because they're taking a lot of cash and things there. But I'll tell you something, this morning, I had a chauffeur and a bodyguard. Listen now, man, I went out there feeling like a real big shot, you know. Two man are going to pay money, I'm feeling like a big shot, you know. Because I have a bodyguard.
Even though money leaving you.
The money leaving me, I have a bodyguard and I have a chauffeur.
Okay, next question. The money that you paid into the property tax, do you consider it exorbitant?
Not at all. I think, actually, for myself, before, when the talk start about property tax, I tell myself, Louise, budget at $3,000 for that. You know? And then, okay, I had worked at 3% on an estimate, and I came to $2,800. Then we got two valuations. Of course, we settled for the lesser one. I worked the 3% of that, and it was $1,800. And then it was settled for 2%. $1,200, $1,209. I consider that to be very reasonable because the lower bracket, the lower level, lower bracket income people may have a lower assessment, and anything less than $1,000, I would say, as a middle class person, it is not unreasonable.
Okay.
And if you were to value before what we pay that you call land and building taxes,
Right.
it used to be just a little under $100 a month, right? And for 12 months, that is almost $1,000. So for $1,200, I went there rejoicing.
Okay, let me ask you this now.
And you're paying that
You
once.
describe yourself as a middle class person, right? What about the pensioner who is not of a middle class?
Well,
I guess his assessment will be pretty low.
yeah.
Huh? So you
Yeah.
think it's balanced off across the board? But you have no statistics.
Well, I
to prove
cannot
that.
make a general statement like that
Okay.
because if I am to think of areas which is more or less people, let's say in Beaulieu, who renovated over the years, I want to believe will be ranging between $1,000 and $1,500. So if that is the case, I will say that's reasonable. Now a lower income home, whereby it was like government property, government housing projects, right? That will definitely be less than $1,000. So I will say if it is judged that way, I will say it's reasonable, in my humble opinion.
Okay. So after, well, did you hear any comments at all? How many people you had in front of you, behind you, when you went to pay?
Okay. When I got there, based on Lance's prompting that we should get there early, because I think on Friday when I went to pay, the cashier was closed at 11, and I think the cashier closed at 11. So be sure to get back early. So Lance said, let's leave, get there for 9 o'clock. Of course, Louis felt we could get there for 10. But even he struggled because he had support Lasana. So it 2 against 1, not 50-50 this time. No, boys, not 50-50 this morning, but with no regrets.
Help me with this, please.
No, I got 50-50.
We'll make it 52 now.
So, okay, so my chauffeur parked up.
You know that area I parked in, Sana, there used to be a whole, or was it the police station?
Yeah.
It used
That's
to be
right.
a old store there.
Right now the burnt down store, the
They
hanging store.
used to call it the hanging store.
Yeah.
The hanging store.
You could go in there a long time and get pots and pans and
Yeah. Right on the collar.
So now it's broken down.
Cochrane Street.
Somebody selling stuff in front, a little store like Wayside store, and in the back is parking. $8 an hour. Should you have to go and pay in the warden's office, you can check out that little car park. Because difficult to get parking in Tunapuna.
So what happened in the
Anyway,
line? In the
my
line?
security guard made sure and cross the road. And when I was going in to actually do the transaction, he stood at the outer part of the building.
Arms folded on his chest, right?
I'm folded at attention. Nobody attacked this woman there.
Nobody mess around with this girl here.
Chandra, tell her we enjoy the food. We'll call her back.
Hello, good day. We enjoying it right now.
And
Delicious.
she could look at it live.
Don't do that.
Huh?
Not live, not live.
We enjoying it right this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, girl, I ain't even missing a piece of meat on this plate. Trust me.
Well, already right, but.
Right. Yeah, I enjoy it. I know
Olori.
went back for a piece of macaroni pie.
Olori.
Right.
Excuse me,
And it was really nice to meet you.
Listen on.
Yes.
This food didn't miss any meat.
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God. Well, next time. I'm good. But thank you, just the thought that comes. Oh.
Yeah. So,
Yes, my dear.
In the line.
so there are, like, you walk in, it's a corridor, there were a few people before me. So there are like 5 windows facing you. The cashier is to the extreme end. And this information would be good for those of you who might be going to pay in Tunapuna's Warden's office. Before you go to the cashier, you have 3 other windows that are dealing with whether you're going to be paying the full amount, because you know you can pay, you have up to September to pay. So if you want to pay a quarter this now, and however you want to do it, you would go to one of these windows and they are going to ask you how much you want to pay. If you pay the full amount, you will get a receipt saying how much you're going to pay. That you would take and go to the cashier, and then you get your receipt.
I'm sorry.
But somehow, when you enter,
Anybody for
Let me get you one.
So, man, so, I thought you were just going to ask.
some people went to the cashier first, and so before they went to the window. So I think there was a misunderstanding as to where exactly you're going. So for your guidance, any of the windows before the cashier, you can go to one of those, because they're all assessing how much you're gonna pay. And then you go to the cashier. And believe you me, you got through quite quickly once it got going. By the time I was leaving, the line was reaching where my security guard was waiting for me. Right, Lasana? So there was great benefit in getting there before 9:30. Because you know Trini is waiting till 10 o'clock, like me so.
So, coconut water again.
So we take a nice drink to
Okay.
having achieved that this morning and feeling very satisfied. When I return from vacation, I don't have to hassle for property tax.
Very good.
So
So then, we moved on. Hold on a second there. You all walked to that car park, and just as we were exiting, we met the old friend of ours. Is it
Auntie Helen.
Auntie Helen?
No,
Not
I couldn't
Helen.
her name
No,
is
she's not Helen. No, she's
no,
not.
she has
Yeah, but this is Beto's wife.
Beto's
yeah.
wife.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
has an Indian name. It's not Helen. Helen is
Yeah.
And when I tell you, Beto's wife looks as good.
young as she
I
looked.
was telling her, I said,
20
"Auntie,
years
you
ago.
look, you look the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
love the
pleasant
family.
as ever. Pleasant as ever.
Always was pleasant.
Yeah.
Always. And we haven't seen her in years, you know. So
I just want to take the opportunity just to say one thing concerning this lady that Daddy's speaking of. She says, you know, she has some sons, right?
Yes.
And she says that her sons are taking really good care of her. I asked for Melissa, that is her daughter.
Yes.
Melissa is doing well, she has a child. So it's so nice to hear that son's taking care of her mommy, yeah? Because she lost her husband years ago.
Years
eh?
ago, they were all
Yeah.
small kids, and she really
Right?
rallied with her
Yes.
children.
So, boys, if you're watching this video, keep it up, man.
yeah, nice boys. She had really good friends.
Yeah,
Huh?
really
Lovely
nice guys.
family.
Yeah.
And you know what I really admire about her is that
Something like more? Pomari?
that Mama Duya was her husband's aunt. And although he died, she kept visiting her in-law. She was her aunt-in-law. And she and Mama Duya for years and years and years were always tight.
Good friends.
Good friends. So it's wonderful when we have a relationship that we don't end it because one has died or one have gone separate ways.
Well, you know, we were
You could
looking at something
continue to
this
be
morning.
friends.
They're looking at something this morning that as you are growing older, you need to keep that social contact with
Exactly.
people. Otherwise, you go into a rut, you feel, you know, depressed, you are isolated. But it's so wonderful to rekindle, you know, a relationship that you had that was beautiful.
Of course.
You can't dump it. You can't dump it, right?
Yeah.
And then, just as we were about to leave, this individual called Nese, Niece. I was so happy to meet Niece.
Me too.
Yeah, Niece. Wonderful girl, and she's always there supporting our channels. Niece, so take care. Love you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
So then, we headed towards St. Augustine area, got some business transacted, and went back to
Chandroki,
Chandruti.
better known as daughter.
Daughter, I know you're going to be vexed with me, you know.
Of course,
encourage
Well, I remember all the originally started off as daughter.
daughter!
Right?
Yeah, we always do that. We always do that.
we so open.
Yeah, we too open.
I don't watch all on my live stream, but
Yeah,
the thing jumping out, you know.
yeah.
I sit out here, I making sure me and say nothing, you know. You only realize, oh, I quiet here.
Yeah.
And then phone ring and I hear all the new. I say, all right, it's slide. I hear the mic, nothing.
No, but you know, I want to say.
It's not
But you know,
negative things.
but
It's
you know,
positive things we
I
say.
understand something, and I think everybody will get it just right here in the video. Some people know it's not important to broadcast
Their
the
kindness.
good things that you're really doing because
Yes.
they're coming from the heart,
Yes, that
right?
is true.
And this person certainly ain't doing it for the recognition.
To be impressed.
Yeah.
You
To
know?
impress others.
But it's nice to let people know outside here that they are generous people. They are generous people. And people have to be careful too because hey, when you're generous, also people could abuse that. Excuse
That's
me.
right. That's right.
Excuse me.
Yes. So,
That is quite true.
But this food was delicious, daughter. I thank you very much.
But that don't mean we will come by your gate every week to visit your daughter. So
no.
you give us
This
lunch.
was a humanitarian visit that we did. This was a humanitarian visit this morning. And we're not going to say why we visited. But
And I can't help but mention before I leave, right? Daughter, to your entire family, your son, thank you very much for all that you do for people that appreciate what you're doing, right? And may God bless you and your entire family.
Very
yes,
good,
yes,
son.
yes. Thank
That's
you very
true.
much.
Right? So, guys, you know, I just really have there's something going here.
Yeah, man. We know you're a busy man.
Busy person.
You own the girl,
Alright.
darling, please. Hey, Sana, can you cut this for me?
Sure, man.
Oh yes, and these beautiful dragon fruit is from Azisha the garden.
And she said, don't call her name.
Oh my goodness.
But Azisha, you have been a very kind girl and we appreciate it very much.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. You know, it is not that we want to big up people, but you know the kindnesses of people. is really what
Gratitude
we-
is important.
Gratitude is important, really.
And I've seen a little 60, 40 days.
I ain't giving away from that at all.
Pull it in your plate.
Yummy.
You want a fork with it, or you want to pick it up with your hand?
Now, I'm going to take a fork.
Okay. 1 minute.
And you see all these beautiful mangoes here? These are from Uncle Francis, our next door neighbor.
As usual.
And this is a lone Pomerac. I don't know if you all know about Pomerac. Some of you who have been.
We know about Pomeroy from the chat.
No.
Sana, what
This
about
is
yours?
a
Cut the
fruit.
Sana one.
Uncle Francis actually gave me one,
Yeah.
so I have it in the back. I'll have that one.
Okay.
right? And then later on, I will take half of that one, and mommy will take half of the next half, and you get the next half.
Right. Thank you very much, Lasana.
Oh, let me get a fork for you, Louise.
So we're going to sip and chat. We read some very helpful tips this morning, which we would like to share, probably elaborating or, taking you what we read about as a jumping
Thanks very
board.
much.
Yeah, man.
Hey, you're too close to me. You want to go a little bit? Please? Thank you very much.
15 space too, right?
Keep that distance. Keep that distance. I'm afraid you with my plate. So, my friends. Oh, Sana, one more thing. We passed across the street in Paget, and the lady who came in the little outlet there, what's her name? Gaytree.
Gaytree.
Yes.
Gaytree.
Gaytree. I'm so happy to have met you. We happy to have met you. You're a very pleasant lady.
Very.
You looked out there and you were happy to see us, and we were happy to see you. Your name crops up. I tell you, somebody said, I think it was Azisha who said yesterday she visited, and she said Trinidad is a paradise. And I tell you the truth, Trinidad is a beautiful paradise.
We have our ups and downs.
Yes, but we won't even talk about the downs right now. We're talking about the ups.
But we only focusing on positive, no negatives.
But here, we really have a wonderful, wonderful place to live in.
Nancy, I just said that, focusing on positives, right?
Mm-hmm.
You asked about the people who were there to pay.
Mm-hmm.
And one of her complaints was having to pay by cash. Because, which is true, that people know that people have to pay property tax now, and they're paying by cash.
It's not a wise thing.
It's not a wise thing.
Mm-hmm. Something should be done.
Especially for elderly folks.
Something should be done about that.
Right.
Perhaps you should not even have mentioned this. But it is good to have mentioned it in the sense that we need to upgrade, find better ways of protecting our citizens, our people.
Anyway, when we did reach closer to the cashier, it has cash or check.
Cash or check?
Yeah, but it will be a bank check, not
You
your
mean
personal check.
Oh.
So
Are you talking about
manager's check?
Manager's check?
Yeah, that's like what we had got for when you were paying your doctor. Right? So if you have to pay, please be guided that you don't only have to pay by cash. You can get a manager's check, because it's quite a lot of money to get there, So get a manager's check in the name of,
Not Louis Batista.
not Louis Batiste, Inland Revenue, or you might have to verify who the check is being made payable to.
You could pay the Inland Revenue Office,
Yeah,
Also.
but you have to know who you're making the check payable to. Don't mind whether it is the Inland Revenue or
Ministry of Finance.
yeah. So, but I pay by cash, so I can't say who you made the check. Don't do me that.
Yeah. Yeah, boy. So, friends, that is how our morning went, and this is how our lunch has gone. I don't know, Louise, that we could eat mangoes again.
No thanks, I'm full.
What about the pomerac? That's a little too much?
It started as a Lone Ranger. He remained in the fridge, so he's getting
So do you want to
soft.
go with it?
No, I
leave-
think I'm good for the time.
Okay, very good. Very good. Yes, my dear.
So yes, all in all, it has been a very fruitful day, and we got back home at 12 o'clock, And there it is, we had lunch from daughter, which we enjoyed. Today, she's vegetarian, so today we had no meat, but the food was so tasty that we didn't even miss the meat.
Precisely.
So thanks again, daughter. Appreciate your kindness. We love you all of you whom are so supportive in one way or the other. We appreciate you all the same. Thank you, dear. Bye.
Okay, she's saying bye. I should say bye too. I should end. But I want to clarify something. What we did this morning, and in terms of visiting this wonderful woman, wasn't up to our benefit in the sense that we went directly for something for us. It is something on behalf of two families. And one family has already come and collected, and the other family is to come later on and collect. So it was not about us. Of course, daughter being who she is, there were some extras thrown in for us. But we appreciate the extended help that that family there gives to others. And this is a very elderly woman. We were looking at something this morning, and it was indicating that there are some mistakes we make as we are growing older, and some of it would be to isolate ourselves, not to have a hobby, not to exercise, not to read, not to extend ourselves, and that really is...
You're going to a rut.
You're going to a rut. Now, if you're going to extend yourself really to people, you have to also be very discreet, because you don't want to extend yourself and then you find out that it wasn't a very valid thing to do. And they also have advised on this program that you keep away from toxic relationships. Relationships that are not going to benefit your mental state, your physical health,
emotional,
your emotional, whatever. So we don't really want to discard relationships, but if they are going to be toxic, we have to extract ourselves from it.
You know, sometimes we love someone, and I'm speaking about love in general, not love, emotional love for a partner. But there are people in life over the years that we have had relationship with, and if we find as we go on in the relationship that the visit of this person or the phone contact of this person gets you nervous, rob you, get you angry, it is advisable that these are the people that you avoid. If someone brings you happiness and joy and peace when you are with them, whether it's a phone call, whether it's a visit, that you are happy to see them and you're sad to see them leave, that relationship is a good relationship. But anytime you see a relationship that drains you of your energy, makes you feel, oh my gosh, I could have do without this today, that's a toxic relationship. I mean, everybody have good days and bad days. And it doesn't mean if today you meet someone and they generally are happy, funny, nice and easy flow, and they're in maybe sad mood or whatever, that's not a toxic relationship. It is just that person is having a bad day. But a toxic relationship is where every time you see someone, every time you say something, they disagree with you. Every time you do something, they can't appreciate it. They more see your goodness as out of boundaries, because that's a well popular word now, boundaries. So if you are offering kindness to someone and they are taking it that, oh, you are encroaching on me, no, that you can do without that, honestly. So this is more or less something we saw this morning, talking about things to avoid, and the two things so far that we sharing with you is avoid toxic relationship, and what was the other one?
We have to go back and look at it.
Let me forget already. What was the first part you talk about?
Hello? Uh-huh. 1 minute, please. Who?
Jen.
Oh, Jen, okay.
Yes. Anyway, so
1 minute, Jen.
we hope that we can share these things with you all, and because we love to talk about relationship, not only marriage but relationship. So all the best. Bye.
Yes. Relationships. They go deep.